Anthony Joshua says that he believes Deontay Wilder only has 2 or 3 years left in his career. Now, I don't know whether he means 2 or 3 years left at the top or 2 or 3 years left until he retires. Who knows? But he doesn't seem to think Deontay Wilder is going to be around for that much longer. Wilder is in his early 30s now. What is he, 32, Wilder? Might be 33. So he is getting on a little bit. And given the fact that Deontay Wilder doesn't exactly have classic boxing technique to fall back on, Joshua might be onto something when he says Wilder might not be around for that much longer. Because history shows us that fighters who rely a lot on athleticism rather than solid technique usually deteriorate earlier and more rapidly than fighters who are better schooled. And the classic example would be Roy Jones Jr. Now, obviously, Roy Jones Jr. is in a different stratosphere to Deontay Wilder when it comes to athletic ability, but that just emphasizes the point even more. Roy Jones Jr. came apart when his reflexes started to deteriorate and his speed started to diminish. He absolutely came apart in the rematch with Antonio Tarver and subsequent fights with the likes of Glenn Johnson, etc. You know, he is a classic example of a fighter who really just grew old overnight. He relied on his athleticism and speed so much that when those attributes started to deteriorate, he didn't have a solid foundation of technique to fall back on. Whereas a lot of the guys, or some of the guys he beat in his prime with that athleticism, like Bernard Hopkins, they were able to enjoy high-level world championship success long after Roy Jones Jr. had become pretty much a high-level journeyman. Long after Roy Jones Jr.'s prime had ended, Bernard Hopkins was still having loads of success at world level, despite the fact that he lost to Roy Jones Jr. when they were both young. So with Wilder, he makes even more technical errors than a Roy Jones Jr. Wilder is fast. Wilder does have good reflexes. When will those speed and reflexes start to diminish? And when they do, will we see Wilder knocked out spectacularly the way Roy Jones Jr. was against Antonio Tarver? How many years do you guys think Wilder has left in the heavyweight division as a major player in the top 10, in the top 5? Do you think that he's living on borrowed time? Do you agree with Joshua that he might only have 2 or 3 years left? Or do you think he's going to be one of those guys who can carry on until he's 40 years old, 41 years old at the top like Klitschko? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.